Hello and good evening, my friends. My name is Miss Jill. I'm sure lots of you have seen me here around our library Facebook page, or perhaps you've seen me in the branch. I work primarily at the Erlanger location. As a reminder, I know lots of you know this, but all three of our locations are currently open. You can find all of our hours on our library website, kittenlibrary.org. That's also where you can there's still time to sign up and complete your summer reading. It goes through the end of August. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can go to kentonlibrary.org/SRC, and you can find instructions there on how to download an app to use, or you can come by any of our branches and pick up a paper book log, track some books. You just have to read 10 books or read for 5 hours, and you get some really cool prizes like this t-shirt, things like that. As a reminder, books that we read in any of our story times and videos like this, you can add to your reading log. With all of that being said, welcome to Bedtime Stories, my friends. Our first story tonight is called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Car. This is by Kate Doparak and illustrated, that means who drew the pictures, by Mary Peterson. We are reading this book tonight with permission of Beach Lane Books, which is an imprint of Simon & Schuster. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little car, how you love to travel far. Now it's time to go to bed, but you want to drive instead. Hit your headlights, hang a right, cruise around to say good night. Honk to tractors in their shed, they're already tucked in bed. Airplane swoops across the sky, vroom vroom zooms as you pass by. Open windows, drop the top, race to town before you stop. Trucks and taxis, buses too, they all toot good night to you. Swish your wipers, blink your lights, set the station in your sights. Sirens whoop and whistles blow, what a flashy good night show. Roll through the construction site, cranes and diggers wave good night. Take a pit stop in the park, now it's really getting dark. Over, up, around and through, what's a sleepy car to do? See the ferry motor on, muffle back a roomy yawn. Uh-oh, tank is running low, engine purrs then starts to slow. Put, put home and pull right in, and let your beep beep dreams begin. Good night, little car. And that is the end of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Car. Our next story tonight takes place at one of the places that our car drove through in our last story, the construction site. Our next one is Good Night, Construction Site. This is by Sherry Dusky Rinker and Tom Lichtenheld. We are reading this story tonight with permission of Chronicle Books. Here we are. Look, here's the moon. Must mean it's bedtime. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building and make a road to get the job done, load by load. The sun has set. The work is done. It's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads. Then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, crane truck raises one last beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark, then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in, and then with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight, then cuddles up and says goodnight. Shh, good night, crane truck. Good night. Let's see who else goes to sleep now. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirly song. Now, yawn, he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off the light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch. Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed and locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores. Shh. Good night, dump truck. Good night. Pushing with his mighty blade, bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with thunderous sound. Roar! No one's as tough or strong as he, but now he's sleepy as can be. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, stops his track. He curls into his soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Shh. Good night, bulldozer. Good night. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day, but now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground and snuggles up without a sound. Shh. Good night, excavator. Good night. These big trucks, so tough and loud, they work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks. Relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off the light. Great work today. Now, shh. Good night. And that is the end of Good night, construction site. All right, my friends, we have one more story we're going to read tonight. This one is another song story, all about some dinosaurs. We're getting tucked into bed. And this one is called Rockabye Dino. It's by Hannah Elliott and illustrated by Key Boyd. We are reading this one with permission of Little Simon, which is an imprint of Simon & Schuster. Rockabye T-Rex in the treetop. When your feet stomp, the mountains do rock. You give a big yawn, that means it's nightfall. So home you come, Dino, claws, teeth, and all. Rockabye Stegosaurus of mine, in the bright moonlight your scales will shine. Climb into bed with your spiky plates. Together we'll read before it's too late. Is your Stegosaurus going to sleep? Let's see who's next. Rockabye little Brontosaurus, time to clean up your dinosaur mess. Now with your greens to grow big and strong. When you are done, we'll sing a bedtime song. Rockabye baby Triceratops, please come inside before the rain drops. I'll keep you warm and safe in our home. Tuck in your horns, you're never alone. Rockabye Allosaurus, my love, when you come in, I'll give you a hug. Now let's get ready to go to sleep. Sweet dreams, my baby, sleep nice and deep. Rockabye Brachiosaurus dear, I've got all I want when you are here. Let's tell a story, or maybe two. I'll kiss you and say how much I love you. Good night hugs and kisses from our mommies and daddies are the best. Rockabye sleepy iguanodon, bedtime is near, you give a big yawn. It's now time to put all your things away. Tomorrow my dino will be a new day. Rockabye baby pterodactyl, your cute little tail and cute little bill. Fly yourself home and into my wings. I'll wrap you up and together we'll sing. Rockabye Dino's all the world round. When the moon glows, the sun has gone down. When the stars shine, it must be bedtime. So good night, sweet baby Dino of mine. And that is the end of Rockabye Dino. That is the end of our story time tonight. I hope you all enjoyed all of those stories. You can check out our Facebook page for more videos just like this. Good night, my friends.